The twilight of a prince, Harry's descent after the news of his divorce from Meghan Markle. Prince Harry, once a gleaming star of the British monarchy, now finds himself teetering on the edge, not of some grand battle for the throne like his ancestors, but in the throes of scandal, wrapped in the tangled threads of a visa crisis and divorce rumors. What began as a daring escape to a better life has transformed into a never-ending loop of bureaucratic hurdles and personal drama under the Californian sun. And now, after years of navigating the murky waters of media storms, public scrutiny, and familial estrangement, Harry appears to be weighing the unthinkable, boarding a flight back to London. The reason? As mundane as it sounds, the weight of this new existence seems to be breaking him down, with every hope he nurtured turning into quicksand beneath his feet. The world, of course, is abuzz with talk of the divorce. Even those untouched by tabloids are aware of the couple's troubles. Though no one is outright proclaiming that the spark between them has fizzled, it's impossible to ignore that few marriages can withstand the relentless battering of public scandal. Meghan's decision to remain in the US is telling. It feels symbolic, as if she has left Harry alone to confront his past and wrestle with his inner demons. America is Meghan's territory, her haven, where her ambitions take root and flourish. Harry, however, seems adrift, unable to carve out his place in this foreign landscape. His once liberating public statements, which were meant to cast off the shackles of royalty and reclaim his personal identity, have become his most perilous weapon. Emotional wounds might heal with time, but the written word, especially in the form of his memoir Spare, has a permanence that offers no retreat. Among the confessions that have stirred the most controversy, one stands out: his candid admission of using drugs. His openness about experimenting with cocaine, marijuana, and psychedelic mushrooms, while hailed by some as refreshingly honest, hasn't landed well with everyone. Conservative voices in Washington were appalled, and there are whispers that the prince may soon be summoned to offer a formal explanation. This has left Harry's visa status in a precarious position. The possibility of it being revoked looms ominously, and he now faces an unenviable choice: to plead his case before the authorities or to execute a well-prepared Plan B. The implications of this are immense. The dream of a better life abroad is now at the mercy of immigration officials, and what once felt like a bold adventure has become a surreal nightmare, where cold-eyed visa officers stand in place of a supportive partner and serenity remains out of reach. One can't help but wonder, had Harry foreseen the storm his memoir would unleash? Might he have rethought his candor? Among the many shocking admissions in Spare, few were as bizarre as his story about frostbite on an intimate part of his body. It's the kind of revelation that makes you pause and ask, Harry, why? This peculiar confession did more than ignite the tabloids. It elevated public discourse about his book to new, unexpected heights. It seems as if Harry's radical transparency has become his chosen method of catharsis, a way to purge the weight of royal life from his soul. However, the more he reveals, the more America views him with wary eyes. Ironically, the freedom and authenticity he sought to embrace, which once eluded him in England, have become his greatest vulnerabilities in this new chapter. Declaring himself the Spare may have been intended as an act of liberation, but it has instead spotlighted a deeper issue: his struggle to reconcile with that role. What was supposed to be an emotional release has morphed into a noose tightening with each passing controversy. Just when it seems the tension could not escalate further, Prince William, after years of silence, mentions Harry by name in a new documentary on homelessness. 6 long years have passed since their names were uttered in the same breath. Is this a diplomatic maneuver? Or perhaps an olive branch extended so delicately it can only be seen under the keenest scrutiny? Words within the royal family are rarely uttered by chance, especially when directed at Harry. Unsurprisingly, the British public has seized upon this gesture with cautious optimism, hoping for reconciliation. For them, it's a glimmer of light amid the gathering storm clouds of royal discord. Then, another twist in the saga: news breaks that Harry and Meghan have acquired a house in Portugal. Officially described as a summer retreat, insiders speculate that it may serve a more strategic purpose, a fallback plan for the prince who seems to have lost his way. Portugal, with its idyllic setting between America and Britain, offers the perfect sanctuary, a place to vanish and build a new life far from prying eyes. If circumstances in the U.S. deteriorate, Harry could find refuge in the tranquil Portuguese countryside. But is this really just a vacation home, or is it a calculated move to secure an escape route if his visa situation unravels? Could this be the couple's attempt to reclaim a sense of stability amidst the chaos? And so, the royal saga unfolds like a high-stakes drama, its ending uncertain. Will Harry, whose search for a better life has devolved into an endless struggle against both external forces and his own inner turmoil, return to his roots and rediscover the harmony he craves? Or will he carve out an entirely new path, far from the shadow of the crown? The royal family has always functioned as a mirror, reflecting the true nature of those within it. But not everyone can endure the harsh clarity of that reflection. The fate of Prince Harry, and with it, the future of a shifting monarchy, remains in the balance. As these turbulent years unfold, only time will reveal whether the lost prince will find his way back or disappear into the pages of a new chapter entirely. And with the world watching every step, one question lingers. Can Harry, the boy who was once the spare, transcend his past and forge a life on his own terms? Or will the pressures of fame, family, and fractured dreams prove too heavy a burden to carry?